Hi, I'm Jasmine, the sequel, and I am not relatable. A special thank you to my patrons, Wild Rose, That British Unicorn, and Debbie Elliott. So today we're talking about AmberLynn Reid's What I Ate Today Unhealthy. Sorry, can't speak. It's kind of late and it's been a long day, okay? So this video was posted in March 2018, and it's one of the videos that actually really turned me off of her. Now, there have been a few, and I'll be very honest with you, I'm an idiot, so I kept giving her chances. But this video in particular really, really bothered me because she is very clearly monetizing her eating addiction. Now, a lot of you could argue that that's what she does in all of her videos, but there's generally at least some other points to a video, you know, especially recently where she'll eat a little bit, but then she's also doing other things. And you could argue that, well, she's just living her life. This video has none of that. She is only monetizing her eating addiction. She is only doing exploitation here. And it's exploitation that's leading to her slow demise. So it's sad. And it's worrying, and it really upset me when I first saw this.
Hey guys! Okay, so we have like a camera woman in the back scene here, so if it's like weird looking, it ain't my fault.
It's gonna move a little bit, I can't be completely still.
So this has been requested. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate in this video, but I get a lot of hate in all my videos, so it's kind of just something I'm used to, I guess.
She says this a lot, that she's going to get hate no matter what she does. But the fact of the matter is that she doesn't fundamentally change anything about what she does. If she made a positive change and stuck to it, I guarantee you she'd get a lot less hate. But she doesn't do that, you know? She will say that she won't eat on camera anymore, then she'll go back and she'll eat on camera. She'll say that she won't use full body shots anymore, she'll go back and she'll use full body shots. She'll say that she won't troll anymore, then she'll go back and she'll troll. She never actually sticks to any decision, any positive decision at least. From what I've seen. And because she doesn't do that, people get mad at her. If she just stuck to something, I guarantee you, she'd probably get significantly less hate.
So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you guys what I eat in a day where I'm not like tracking calories or being healthy. A lot of people in the comments ask, how does this girl become so big? Like, what does she eat? I can understand that if I was smaller, I would be curious too, like, what do bigger people eat? So if this is for educational purposes or to hate on me, let's just do this thing. Sometimes I eat more in a day, sometimes I eat less in a day, but I just figured today is a Sunday. I'm not sure when you guys are seeing this, but tomorrow is a Monday. Good day to start, you know, clean and fresh. So yeah, let's just eat food.
This right here is a great example of why I say that each meal should serve as your reset point. Because right now she's stuck in that mentality of, well, today's shot anyway, so I'll just eat whatever I want for the rest of the day and then start anew tomorrow. That's not how it works. Each individual meal should be self-contained. If you ate one meal and you did poorly, just move on. It's done. It's over with. Now you can start again. You've hit the refresh button. You can start the race anew. Go forth and prosper. If you look at the day as being your reset point, what ends up happening is that you will just continue to eat poorly and make poor decisions. And because biology doesn't work that way, biology doesn't see a stop point at the end of the day, you will gain weight, you will do poorly in your health regardless of when you ate it.
Chili time. So, unfortunately, okay, where did I put that hamburger? Oh, I usually do ground turkey, but they didn't have any at the store. So we just got some ground beef. I'm gonna use 2 of these. So what I'm gonna put in it is some diced tomatoes, 2 things of dark red kidney beans, a thing of black beans, 2 things of mushrooms. I prefer fresh mushrooms, but Becky likes the mushrooms that are in a can. So that's fine with me. Some tomato juice, some chili seasoning, some chicken broth. Going to use onion and herb, the table blend, original blend, and garlic and herb. I'm also going to use some Himalayan pink salt, probably some garlic powder. Over here in the fridge, we have some minced garlic. We are a garlic family, folks. Like, for real. Cumin. Where's cayenne at? Where are you, cayenne? I found me my cayenne pepper. Okay, you guys, so the chili is done. This is what it looks like. I have it in a really cute cat cup, as you can see.
Honest to goodness, I don't understand AmberLynn's taste buds, and I would not add quite a few of those ingredients that she's putting into her chili, but man, I'm not eating that, so you do you, I guess. It looks fine as a soup. I would not call that a chili, and I'm pretty certain that in certain parts of Texas, if you called that a chili, they might actually be obligated to charge you with a crime. But I mean, if she likes it, go for it.
So I'm actually gonna have some of these cheddar and sour cream chips. I'm probably just gonna, I don't know, eat the rest of them. How much is in there? That much. And then I'm gonna have some of these mint chocolate cookies. I'll show you guys what they look like. I'll probably have 3 or 4 of these. Actually ended up having 7 of these. That's crazy to say it out loud. As I was eating them, it didn't even feel like 7 of them, so.
That is just so much garbage and sodium in one go that it's hard to process for me. It's fine if she wants to eat them. Just eat 1 serving of each and, you know, eat an apple or something with it.
Okay, you guys, so it's been hours later. And I want some more chili. So I have that warming up. And here, look how good that looks, guys. So as good as it is with cheese, it actually doesn't need it. So I'm not gonna be putting cheese on it, on this bowl. This bowl is pretty hefty, as you guys can tell.
Once more, the chili soup, as many people would call it. I was going to do this, but no, in reality, it's chili and soup. Looks fine. If she likes it, then go for it. And even adding the cheese, I think it's fine. This doesn't really have a lot of protein in it, which is a little bit concerning to me. She doesn't seem to be eating any protein, except for what little is in that cheese, I guess, and trace amounts from everything else. And there's not a lot of fiber in there either. I mean, I think the veggies and stuff she's added will have some, but not very much. I can't imagine it'll be a pleasant experience for her to go to the bathroom.
I did not finish these. I ate half of the Symphony bar. God, I hate voiceovers. And I ate about half of the peaches. So later on, I got hungry for something salty. So I had a chili flavor ramen noodle.
I don't think I need to say this for anyone to understand it, but I'll say it just in case you don't know. All of the foods she just ate are completely devoid of all nutrients. There's no healthy fiber in them. There is no healthy fat in them. There's no protein in them. This is just pure garbage. And it's fine to eat stuff like this. Don't get me wrong. Eat 1 serving. Eat 1 whole thing. But eating this much in this large quantity when she's already made such poor, terrible choices this whole day is just... it's sad. It's just sad.
So that was everything I ate today. This video was very eye-opening. It's something I was actually even talking to Becky about, because like earlier today when I had those 7 cookies, I told Becky, I was like, normally I wouldn't count. I would just sit there and eat them and I wouldn't care. But after I like realized that I had 7, I was just like, wow. And then going through this and editing, I forgot that I had 2 bowls of chili. It's just things like that where, like, whether you're boredom eating or, you know, you're just going about your day, sometimes you forget the things that you eat. And I just thought that was very eye-opening. And honestly, I ate a lot of food today. Thousands of calories. I'd say about a wee bit more than 3,000 calories.
Okay, so 2 things here. Yes, remembering what you eat is actually really hard, and you tend to forget it pretty easily, which is why I don't recommend people retroactively go back in and add stuff to like their FitnessPals or Chronometer or whatever it is they're using to track their food. I think a much better way to do it is to actually plan out your meal a day in advance. Plan out everything you're planning to eat, give yourself a rough timeline for when you want to eat it, and then only eat that. This way you know exactly what you've eaten. You've kept a very close eye on it. I'm not saying be obsessive about it, but planning, at least initially, is really, really helpful. Second, boredom eating is very, very easy, and that's why I think taking 1 serving or 2 servings out, portioning it off from like the container that it came in, can be really helpful. It prevents you from just, reaching and eating and eating and eating while you're watching your favorite TV show or whatever. It also avoids the temptation of just going, well, there's only 5 left in there. I'll just finish it off.
It's just really sad, and I know a lot of people are gonna see this and hate on me, but it's the reality of like all day today I've been just starving, and I know it's because I'm eating the wrong foods. I know every time after I ate the chili, like I felt full, but for me, fullness goes away rather quickly, and it sucks. It's like no matter what I eat, it can be something as stupid as a ramen or something as filling as a chili.
The reason why Amber doesn't feel satiated on any of this food is because it fundamentally lacks fiber. It has little to no healthy fats in it. There's no protein in her whole day. And post-snack, post-binge, whatever you want to call it, justification is what she's doing right now. Amber doesn't understand how to feed and properly fuel her body. She also doesn't understand the difference between emotional hunger and physical hunger. And the problem is that she tries to deal with both exactly the same. You can't. They're not the same thing. Physical hunger is when you're physically hungry. Duh. But emotional hunger is when you eat as a response to something else, something probably emotional that you're also dealing with. And sometimes food will fix that problem. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself to a cupcake, for example, if you've had a hard day. But if you're habitually doing that and not even recognizing that you're doing it, it can lead to very dangerous places. And for someone who has had as traumatic a childhood as Amber has had, she's going to deal with a lot more than a regular person would. She doesn't address any of these problems. She doesn't talk to a therapist. She's not trying to fix any of the underlying issues. She's just treating it and numbing it with food. And honestly, it's killing her. And it's sad to watch.
But I wanted to film this because today is the last day that I'm going to be eating like this, or at least I hope so. I want to bring you guys back on my weight loss journey. I don't know how much I'm going to share of it because last time, I was putting it all up in y'all's faces and I let down a lot of people. I'm not perfect, but when it comes to my weigh-in videos, those will be going up. My weigh-in video will be going up pretty soon, so keep your eye out for that. It kind of sucks, but I'm putting it up because I promised you guys, and I just feel like I need to be honest with myself. I need to be honest with you guys.
The sad thing to me is that nothing Amber said or did in this entire video surprised me. I've seen this justification from her before. I've lived this justification myself before, where at the end of a hard day where you've basically just binged and binged and binged and you've just eaten all of the garbage that you want to and you've dealt with your emotional problems with food, you think to yourself, I will never do this again. And you generally have a stomach ache and you feel like garbage because you treated your body like garbage this entire time, and you think, never again. I will never do this again. Tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow I'll be better. That's not how it works. You have to make the change every single day. It's easy to think like that in those moments when you've just had everything and you no longer crave or want anything because you're not feeling any of that emotional pain that can come from not being able to use food to numb it. It's the next day when you can no longer use food that you have to deal with, and the day after that, and the day after that. And unless you deal with the underlying issues, those days are just eventually going to break you and you're going to go back to eating whatever you want. And binging on camera or binging off of camera is irrelevant. Amber, I don't think fundamentally wants to change. Much like Chantal, I get the feeling from both of them that they're being forced to change because of the limitations the fat has placed on their bodies. They don't particularly care to be healthy or lead better, different lives. And she wants the results of weight loss without ever actually having worked for that weight loss. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry, but you have to want to do it. You have to try and lose the weight on your own. If you don't, this is what you get. You might lose it temporarily, but you're going to gain it back. If you don't work on yourself, you don't address the underlying issues, you don't want to change, then even the weight loss is not going to fix your underlying problems. Even the weight loss isn't going to be permanent. That's all I gotta say. I hope this wasn't too rambly. Well, that was the video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give me a thumbs down. It's totally okay. I respect everybody's opinion. Leave me a comment down below if there's something you'd like me to really know. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Hit the notification bell if you want to know when I post right away. And I have all of my social media linked down below. I have Twitter, where generally you'll get my opinion on all things, and kind of I like to give updates on what's happening with certain videos and whatnot, so most up-to-date information go there. I have my Instagram, where it's mostly just my day-to-day life and food. Since I don't do anything or go anywhere right now, it's pretty much just food. And I have my Patreon account linked down below. Think of Patreon like the tip jar for the internet. If you like the job that I'm doing, please consider tossing a few coins in my direction. You don't have to. Please don't feel obligated. But if you can, I would really appreciate it. And as always, I am Jasmine, the sequel. And I am not relatable. Peace.